Alright, good evening and welcome to tonight's matchup in the High School Star League. This is Pine Grove High School versus Mission San Jose High School. My name is Joshua Fekes here with By Night tonight. Hello.
Hello, man. How are you doing today?
Pretty fantastic now that I'm here with you, BB.
Oh, yeah, of course. That would definitely make it all better.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so let's look at the comps here. We have Mission San Jose on the red side, Pine Grove High School on the blue side. Have a little bit of a kind of a disengage and engage comp, little wombo combo actually coming out from Pine Grove. Meanwhile, on the side of Mission San Jose, have a little bit more of a tanky front line with a pokey back line.
Yeah, and the thing about Mission San Jose's team composition is they're really reliant on that Gnar because he does have that time when he is really tanky and the time when he's not. So they definitely need to time those team fights around that Gnar, but they have a relatively good team fight as well. If they do get that Gnar ultimate into a possible Morgana ultimate, they definitely have a lot of CC coming out there. But on the side of Pine Grove, the Vi and Orianna combo is just always going to be a threat. I suppose Orianna could also put her ball onto Renekton as well. They just have a very tanky front line and a lot of damage coming out from that Orianna.
Yeah, the Orianna, that's going to be pretty pivotal if Pine Grove want to make this comp work out. If not, they're going to have to take advantage, full advantage, of a Gentlewoman's Janna. Do enjoy that name. That's going to be fun to say. Going to have to take full advantage of the Janna and Peel, because if they don't get the wombo come off like they need to, they're going to be caught a little bit off guard. But we do have a pause going on right now. Ultimate Fake looks like might be having some connection issues. Actually saying he has to restart his PC. So I guess we will just hang out here for a moment, analyze what we have in front of us. Pretty standard builds coming out. Although that is a Renekton going in top lane with a Doran's. You don't really see them starting with a Doran's because you kind of especially against a Gnar, you usually see them go more defensive against someone like a Gnar.
It is a pretty aggressive start there from the Renekton. Ultimate Fake, I guess, believes that he can trade with the Gnar. Normally something like a Cloth Armor or a Doran Shield would be a lot better there because Gnar is going to be auto-attacking Renekton a lot early on. The Doran Shield would have been very, very good there, blocking 5 damage per auto-attack, but it looks like he is looking for some type of aggression in that top lane possibly. We're going to have to see maybe an early game coming from Vi. Who knows?
Yeah, I would hope they do have that sort of pre-planned because, Doran's Blade, very aggressive and kind of uncharacteristic of a Renekton. It actually seems like some music kicked on here, so I guess that's kind of a cue from our from our production staff to I guess give it a little bit of a hold while this pause goes on, considering it is a PC restart. May take a moment. Is that good with you, By Night?
Yeah, sounds good. We'll see you guys at the end of this pause.
All right. Alright, pause coming undone. We are back on the Rift, so that is the Vel'Koz starting up at the Krugs. Going to be getting that stun on every few auto attacks, which is actually really good for a Vel'Koz. Or not a Vel'Koz, a Rek'Sai, I should say. Sorry, another void creature. That is actually pretty good for a Rek'Sai because of the auto attack reset on her Q. Actually helps out quite a bit.
So we were talking about the possible early gank from Vi, but it looks like she is actually going to be starting topside along with that Rek'Sai. So both of those female junglers are going to be hitting the bottom side of the map around 3 minutes 45 seconds. And it's possible we could get some type of gank slash counter gank happening as both of those junglers will be reaching bottom around that same point in the game. Although with the new jungler, those four-man fights in the bottom lane are a whole lot less common because junglers just get so low. Although with the new patch, 4.5, the jungle camps are a lot less damaging, but this game is in 4.4 still, so very, very dangerous jungle camps.
Yeah, definitely dangerous there. As we can see, I mean, you have to smite the Brambleback just to get HP back if you start on the blue side. Of course, if you start the Krugs, you can get that stun, pop some health potions, and usually be all right. But yeah, not going to see too many skirmishes, though. It looks like Vi may be coming to the mid lane as Xerath, he is overextended a little bit, does get the stun, but also the Vault Breaker does go in as well. There's a flash knockup from the Rek'Sai. And, oh, actually a little bit more poke coming out. That's going to be all she wrote so far for it. Did get a flash out of the offensive Rek'Sai.
So, in the end, no kills going down. Just a lot of skill shots going back and forth there. And we see a slight farm lead start to form for Mission San Jose High School. Well, I guess actually it's hard to see because the champions aren't lined up at the bottom. But they do have a 300 gold lead there, just from the laning so far.
And if anyone hasn't gotten the hint, we are working on a VOD right now. So bear with us on that one. But yeah, as you said, there is still a little bit of a CS lead, but there is some skirmishing going on in the bot lane. There's an exhaust and a dark binding going down onto Pine Grove from the Morgana is going to disengage, keep Severe alive. These names over on Mission San Jose, I don't know about them. I can't really pronounce them that well, and I feel really bad about that. So it looks like actually a little bit more going on. There's a heal coming out. Now Rek'Sai in the bot lane does get the Praise Seeker in first blood as well, but looks like there's going to try to be a counter coming out from Vi. Very aggressive flash. Gets a double kill over to Rek'Sai in the meantime in the backlines I should say, but looks like Vi did take down Severe as well. Now kind of in a precarious position. Yeah, Dark Binding lands, and that's let me try this one. Kimi Kezi picking up 3 kills in that bot lane just now.
Yeah, that is so good for Mission San Jose High School. Vel'Koz, our Rek'Sai, one of those junglers that scales very well, does a ton of damage, and seeing 3 kills on a Rek'Sai this early into the game is very, very scary. And Rek'Sai not only ahead in kills now, but also 19 CS up to 7 on the Vi, just out jungling Vi in almost every way so far. Picking up the nice little Scuttle Crab here.
And no reason not to. I mean, Scuttle Crab, it's free gold, it's free vision. It's it doesn't even fight back, so you literally lose nothing but time. And if you can take that Scuttle Crab, completely worth the time. And you were talking about Rek'Sai being ahead, getting that three kill advantage. That's going to set him up, or I guess I should say her. It's going to set her up in levels quite a bit. And there's a nice zoom in on the Gnar. Thank you, Vadarino.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, it was very pretty.
I love that.
But yeah, the Rek'Sai is going to be higher in levels faster, which means she's going to have more map present, laying out those tunnels and void rushing to them a lot faster than Vi is able to get around the map. This is going to be pretty big for Mission San Jose.
I have to also give props to the Renekton that Doran's Bloodstart has been working out for him, as he is ahead in farm, and it doesn't look like he is getting harassed down too much, as, man, he's just doing a ton of damage to the Gnar.
Well, the early game Renekton, he is fairly strong. He was originally known for being a huge bully in lane because of his sustain, because of his stun, because of his gap closer. I guess he's just playing that one to its full effect, but looks like we may be seeing a tower dive here. There's Vault Breaker being charged up. Dominus popped as well. Ultimate Faker flashes, gets the stun down. There's the kill going over to Vi, but here's Kimi Kezi. Cannot 2v1 this.
Yeah, that was a pretty good dive. Honestly, Gnar just falling way too low there, and there was nothing he could really do besides not being in the situation in the first place. What should we call that vice? Should we just call it box?
Well, it's certainly not box. I know that. We could call it Pentabox. That's pretty. That's five boxes.
Yeah, Pentabox. That's a pretty cool name.
I'll say Pentabox.
Pentabox, an ultimate fake. with that successful dive in the top lane.
Yeah, there you go. Zoning out Kimikaze around the Baron pit as well. Did get the Scuttle Crab on the Baron side though, and use the tunnel to get out. So more gold and Vision going over to Mission San Jose. Doing a good job so far in the jungle. Very strong point there.
Yeah, and honestly, the jungler and top lane are just shining lights for Mission San Jose right now.
Oh.
In the top lane, like 60 CS to 37. I would not be surprised if Renekton has a double CS lead here in the next few minutes. And it looks like Rek'Sai might be thinking about a possible dragon.
Yeah, looks like it. Pink is thrown down. Does see the ward. May want to back off dragon, knowing that the enemy sees him doing that. Nice dark binding on the bot lane in the meantime, but yeah, backs off of dragon, but does clear a ward, so it'll be good for future use there.
Now, one thing I really like about Mission San Jose's team composition, well, actually, a big skirmish happening in top lane, although I was just going to jump away in the end. But one thing I do like about the Mission San Jose team composition is the Sivir. The Sivir is going to provide so much mobility for late game maneuvering, late game team fights. And it's also going to allow for Gnar to be able to engage when he does hit that Mega Gnar form, although he's falling very low.
That was a very wise engage by Ultimate Fake. Seeing that the Gnar bar was down at 0, able to go in, get a lot of damage down.
Wow, what a very sneaky dragon there.
Pulled it outside of the turret, of the ward vision.
Yeah. Oh, they might have thought the map was glitched there for a second. Like, they have it warded, but they don't see the dragon. But on the map, the drag icon is still there. But yeah, that was a solid dragon picked up by the Rek'Sai there. And the gold going back and forth, not too big of a lead forming either way. Although it looks like Gentleman may have DC'd here.
Well, this is solo queue to be called BM. There is a pause available if he wants to use it, but it looks like Gentlewoman did back up. Meanwhile, some fancy footwork coming out from the Orianna in mid lane, dodging right of the arcane from Xerath there.
Yeah, Mission San Jose, with the very gracious decision to back away from Janna when they saw that she was DC'd, and Sivir falling solo.
On the hunt is Pop. There's Soul Shackles going down. Assault and Battery is not going to lock down the Morgana because of the Black Shield. Both sides do get out. Actually, it looks like Pine Grove coming out for the better of it there.
Orianna backed. Orianna's been harassed so much in this lane so far. She had to back Rek'Sai there with perfect timing, and they pick up a free mid tower. Mission San Jose on top of these objectives right now. One dragon ahead, one tower ahead, and the gold lead is now 2,000 in their favor.
Yeah, and a big part of that, obviously, is the Rek'Sai, because in top lane, not really helping out, but it looks like Rek'Sai is going to make his way up there. Dominance Pop, Ultimate Fake, getting knocked up, but is it going to be enough to keep him alive? Is he going to be able to get the kill back onto Gnar? It's almost Super Mega Gnar, or Mega Gnar, I should say. There's no super about it. Either way, Ultimate Fake does fall. That's another kill going over to the Rek'Sai.
Yeah, Rek'Sai is so scary for 0 and 0. Actually, all 4 kills that Mission San Jose has are on their jungler. Rek'Sai looking very, very scary and providing a lot of map pressure with it as well. I have to give props to Rek'Sai. She's doing all of the right things, but looks like some action going on in the mid lane here.
I'd say not much left out of the Orianna, though. There was really no power behind that shockwave. You see a Tear the Goddess in her inventory. Not going to add anything to her damage. So yeah, Xerath just walks that one off. And here comes a Void Rush, more like a Farm Rush going out. So.
And it looks like the Rek'Sai is going to be giving the blue away to Pei? Is that how you say the name in the mid lane?
I was going to say Xerath, dude, but if you want to venture into that one, sure. Yeah, I'm not really sure where the names from Mission San Jose are coming from, but props to them for being creative. I have a little bit of skirmish, skirmish in the jungle, I should say. And actually, it's like Rek'Sai is afraid of the damage output from the Vi, but it goes back in, tunnels over. Here comes right of the Arcane from Xerath. Soul Shackles dropping as well, and here comes Teleport from Fake. Ultimate Fake, I should say. That was a flash coming out. I don't really think it was needed from Pentabox. He's gonna go down. Lala does pick up that kill on the hunt, is going to speed everyone else up, and Kezi gets back in, picks up a kill onto the Graves, and now Ultimate Fake in a bad position as well. Gets locked down by High A, and yeah, that is a 4 for nothing, and just in the bot lane. That was huge for Mission San Jose.
And it allows Gnar to catch up and farm here in the top lane. He's able to free farm now while the Renekton is dead. And wow, that was just everything going right for Mission San Jose there. And I have to give props to Rek'Sai once again. He played that so well. Flashing away from that wall there did seem like an interesting play because Rek'Sai is stronger than the Vi, but she knew backup was coming. And then going back over the wall there, and even with the teleport coming in from the Renekton, Mission San Jose just able to come out on top. A lot of damage coming out from Sliver in that fight, and because of that, bot tower is picked up, and top tower takes a ton of damage as well. And none of Mission San Jose's towers have even started to fall low, although Vi's coming up to possibly try and get this Gnar.
Yeah, Komakaze has to be careful here. Gets Assault and Battery locked down. Does hop away, though. Ultimate Fate cannot slice and dice to him. There's nothing to slice and dice to. And actually popped his Dominus, too. So that's an ultimate down from both the jungler and the top laner over on Pine Grove High School. And, yeah.
So that was kind of an awkward response there from Ultimate Fake with that Renekton. Yeah. I felt like he could have sliced and diced through the enemy minions there, but he ulted and didn't move. It was just kind of an interesting response.
It was actually we have a little bit of a fight. There's a lot of damage going on to the Rek'Sai from collateral damage, and now getting Graves is going to be locked down by the Soul Shackles. Looks like my Lala gonna pick that one up. Probably pick up a double kill here onto Gentlewoman. Yeah, Dark Binding. That's pretty much it for them now. So now the bot lane is rolling as well. 3-1-6, 6 assists on that Sivir at 14.5 minutes. And now on the top lane, Pentabox doesn't really have anything to lock down Kamikaze with.
Yeah, her ultimate was used in the last attempt to kill Kamikaze. So nothing to really follow up and finish off that kill. But the only lane that won for Palm Hill or whatever that name is. Pine Grove, there we go.
No problem.
Well, how can I get Pine Hill? It's a P and a G.
I'm not gonna question it, but I mean,
you know what? Yeah, it's whatever. The only lane that won for them was the top lane, and even now, Renekton still is ahead of the Gnar, and that tower's the only tower that has fallen for Pine Grove High. But every other lane right now, the jungle as well, just massive advantages for Mission San Jose.
Yeah.
And man, if you are the blue team, you have to be wondering, like, what are the plays that we need to make to get back into this game? I feel like they need to possibly group, maybe get a catch with a Vi ultimate, something along those lines, because just staying in lanes is not working out for them because the only lane that is ahead is that top lane.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah, and Ultimate Fake, okay, so yeah, his tower's still standing, but he's given up 3 kills, and that was mostly to the bot lane or a jungler. The main thing is that is an offensive Renekton so far. So when he teleported, he had to get a kill or he was not going to last in that team fight. That's exactly what happened because he did not get a kill in that team fight in the bot lane, and he died. So he gave a kill over, and he got himself set back, and all the while the Gnar actually came back. He's even actually ahead in levels. He doesn't have his tower. I mean, he's coming out of this lane smelling a lot better than the Ultimate Fake.
And I have to give props to the Gnar as well. He's done a very good job not dying in lane. In spite of the fact that he did fall very behind in CS, he was able to stay alive. And this, besides that one dive in that top lane, he's just done a very good job not dying. And because of that, Renekton is not ahead at all anymore. Whereas if he was able to pick up a few kills in that lane, I feel like he would have been in a much better spot, would have been able to make a much bigger impact when he teleported bottom. But, yeah.
Ultimate Fake, he doesn't have a tower there anymore because Gnar killed it. And now, yeah, Taruo, going to be melted pretty easily there. And now, look at this, Ultimate Fake, he's on the run. You cannot, it's really hard to outscale a Gnar when he's not put down. And that's, Ultimate Fake is finding that out right now. And it's kind of telling a story here for how strong Mission San Jose is right now. Because even their top lane, who was down, doesn't even matter now. He's fine.
And another teleport comes out that is going to absolutely turn into nothing. And this is more free farm for the Gnar, more pressure he's going to be able to put into this top lane. And Renekton, he's not doing anything. Now Orianna's forced to go top because Renekton didn't teleport bottom. And that's a lot of wave clear that is no longer in the bottom lane now. And just everything going wrong. And Mission San Jose looks like they are in a solid position to continue to pressure, continue picking up these towers, and eventually pick up this win.
Yeah, we were talking about how Pinegrove, they kind of need that wombo combo. They need that Orianna to kind of pull everything together. Orianna's not even there. He's trying to defend a tower against a Gnar because Ultimate Fate can't do it because he just uses teleport, so he doesn't have that in his arsenal. But, I mean, Gnar can just bully him. So Pinegrove High School, they're not even using the comp that they picked to try to even initiate any kind of team fights here. And we're seeing the result of that. Mission San Jose has picked up another turret. 2 wards in the same bush in that kind of a banana shape on both sides. That is really clever. Provides a huge amount of vision as well. Very well played by Mission San Jose, because one of the things, especially in the I guess, you know, anything below the Challenger Series, and sometimes even the Challenger teams, one of the things is that whenever a team is ahead, they don't establish that lead enough. And one of the ways you establish that lead, and probably one of the most important ways, is establishing vision and map control. And Mission San Jose, they're doing that with all these wards, doing a very good job. They could use with another sweeper, or at least an upgraded sweeper, but they're making use of it. Meanwhile here, Lala gets assault and battered by Pentabox, but you see what that's happening, what's coming to that one. The Prey Seeker does pick up that kill. Meanwhile, Strategics get locked down by the Soul Shackles. Double kill going over to the Rex side. And Malala, he's low in health, but Janet cannot really do anything. But here comes the KS. Triple kill for the Rex side.
Yeah, and it's just honestly a absolute destruction, demolition, whatever you want to call it. Very one-sided game coming out here. Orianna
nice
with almost no damage on that shockwave.
Yeah, it was nicely placed, but yeah, there's no damage. Still has the Tear of the Goddess and Morello's. That's all she has at 20 minutes. And you're going to need a little bit more if you want to you know, burst anybody down with your Dissonance and Shockwave.
So Palmgrove doing their best to try and defend here. They have so far lost already 4 towers, and they have almost no vision on the map like you were talking about before. Mission San Jose just doing a much better job in that area, and most of that just comes from the amount of map pressure that Mission San Jose has. When you're ahead, it gives you the ability and the freedom to walk wherever you want, ward wherever you want, clear wards wherever you want, and from that gold advantage that they have, from the lead that they have, they're able to turn it into that vision advantage as well. And that vision advantage is just going to allow them to continue to get catches, continue to find good fights, and continue to move further and further ahead. And that's why vision is so important. If, say, Mission San Jose was in the same situation but didn't have wards, it would be very possible for the blue team to come back and get catches.
Oh boy.
But because of Mission San Jose's immaculate warding, they're just going to continue to find those advantageous fights for themselves, continue to siege towers, and get kills like they just were able to do on the Orianna.
Well, advantageous fights is a very good term, because one of the things that Pinegrove can do, if they had the opportunity, is pick. Especially with Assault and Battery, especially with Ultimate Fake, locking someone down with a Ruthless Predator, they can pick somebody off pretty easily. But it's not happening because Mission San Jose is doing a fantastic job warding, and now looks like we're going to have an engagement here. Soul Shackles does lock down Ultimate Fake. Malala is there to try to pick up that kill. Looks like, is he going to be able to do it? You know, say the Dominus was popped, but it was only to delay the inevitable there. Morgana actually picked up that kill, but in the upper part, I believe it was the Gnar picking up Pentabox there.
Yeah, Gnar is so tanky right now. Yeah. When he's in mini Gnar form, like, he just has a lot of HP, and then he doesn't need to build the actual defensive stats besides health, because when he does get that Mega Gnar, he is granted free armor, free magic resist, free attack damage. So because that Gnar is just able to stack health and then he gains the armor and magic resist that he needs when he's in Mega Gnar form. But another tower picked up for Mission San Jose. Now almost every single inner tower picked up, only the top one left now, and it's only a matter of time before Mission San Jose is going to be able to break into the base. And it looks like they want to get a catcher. They are unaware. Oh, there they go. They finally they finally see that ward there.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. So one thing about this... One moment. Hold on, hey, hold on. Hey, take the cast.
All right, so, yeah. And here's another fight breaking out, actually. A nice Orianna ultimate coming out, but Orianna just does not have that much damage yet, and Gnar was a Mega Gnar from a nice ult, putting Renekton straight into the wall, and a ton of damage coming out from the mid laner here, from Mission San Jose. And now the chase is on, as Mission San Jose is chasing down the blue team here, and they do end up escaping here. Only 2 of them fall, and Mission San Jose High School is pretty low after that fight, so they're most likely not going to be able to pick up too many objectives, although Sivir wasn't even in that fight. That was a 4v5 that Mission San Jose just won, and Sivir able to split push in the bottom lane here, and Mission San Jose now pressuring mid. I don't know if they're going to be able to grab this tower, although they just pick up a free kill there onto the Vi. Rek'Sai does fall, and the tower is not grabbed, but in the end, that was a 4-4-2, and the base is finally cracked. Mission San Jose able to pick up the bot inhibitor tower there.
All right, so a lot of progress being made by Mission San Jose, still establishing a little bit of that ward control, but more importantly for Rek'Sai specifically, does have tunnels on the bottom side of the map. So can Void Rush over there, rendezvous with his team, or even cause a distraction in the top lane? Again, honestly, a 1-3-1 split push wouldn't be a bad idea at this point, and with, well, Void Rush was just used. So I mean that idea's gone.
I feel like no matter what Mission San Jose does, it's going to work out for them. They could literally have 2 people AFK in base and then go 1-1-1, and they would probably still be able to win the game, although it would be a lot closer.
It's at that point, isn't it? 21-4, 45,000 point, 45.3. What? That was a shockwave that just picked up that Reaper.
All right. Yeah, they've given up.
Yeah, I'm okay. Well, yeah, there it is.
There's the surrender.
Okay. See, I mean, even on VODs, you can still tell what's in the mind of a player sometimes, just by stats. And that was pretty easy to read on the stat part. All right, so that is game number 1. This is a 2-game series. You do get 1 point for winning 1 game. I think 3 points for winning 2 games. Am I right?
Yes. So if you do take the series 2-0, you are awarded all 3 points there. If it is tied, it's 1-1, and then if you lose, obviously, you don't get nothing.
No, we do not. But we are going to go to a quick commercial break. I do want to give a shout out to our sponsors. That is Twitch, Tespa, New Egg, Rocket MSI, Jinx, and Loot Crate. I am here with By Night. My name is Joshua Feck as Quest, and we'll be back in just a moment.